Sha'Carri Richardson, defending 100-meter world champion. Coming off her worst season in years, Shericka Jackson lined up right beside her in Heat 3. Jackson blasted off the blocks. Richardson was swallowed by the pack. What happened at the finish line was 1/100th of a second. It was also 2 years in the making. Sha'Carri Richardson was born on March 25, 2000, in Dallas, Texas. She did not grow up with her biological parents. Her grandmother, Betty Harp, raised her and became the person Richardson calls her foundation. Her biological mother died in 2021, news that arrived while Richardson was competing at the U.S. Olympic trials. That grief changed everything. Richardson had won the trials in the 100 meters with a time of 10.86 seconds, qualifying for the Tokyo Olympics. A routine drug test then came back positive for marijuana. She later said she had used it to cope with losing her mother. The substance was banned under World Anti-Doping Agency rules. She accepted a 1-month suspension, and the Olympic spot she had just earned was gone. She watched Tokyo from home. Most athletes do not recover from that. Richardson did not just recover. She rebuilt from scratch. In 2023, she arrived at the World Athletics Championships in Budapest, Hungary, with everything to prove. She qualified for the final as a time qualifier, after finishing 3rd in her semifinal. She ran from lane 9, the farthest outside lane. She overtook Shericka Jackson and the legendary Shelly Ann Fraser-Price in the closing meters, and crossed the line in 10.65 seconds. Championship record, world title. She became the first woman to win an Olympic or world 100-meter final without finishing in the top 2 of her semifinal. At the Paris 2024 Olympics, Richardson won silver in the 100 meters. Then she ran the anchor leg of the 4x100 relay from 3rd place and passed 2 athletes in the final 100 meters, bringing Team USA from 3rd to 1st, Olympic relay gold. She had done the impossible before, and she would need that habit in Tokyo. Shericka Jackson was born on July 16, 1994, in Jamaica. She did not begin as a 100-meter sprinter. She was a 400-meter specialist, winning bronze at the 2016 Rio Olympics and the 2019 World Championships at that distance. When she shifted to the shorter sprints in 2021, the athletics world discovered something startling. She had the speed for the top of the 100 meters too. Her personal best of 10.65 seconds in the 100 meters, set at the 2023 Jamaican Championships, ties her with Richardson for 6th fastest in history at the distance. In the 200 meters, her personal best of 21.41 seconds makes her the 2nd fastest woman ever. She won gold in the 200 at the 2022 World Championships in Eugene, Oregon. She is not merely a sprinter. She is one of the greatest female sprinters of any generation. In 2024, injury forced her out of the Paris Olympics entirely. She missed the games altogether, but she returned in 2025 with a season best of 10.88 seconds at the Jamaican Championships in June, reminding the world she was far from finished. What made their rivalry so exciting was the difference in how they raced. Jackson was powerful from the gun, a starter who seized the lead and dared others to catch her. Richardson was the opposite, slow off the blocks, devastating in the closing meters, a runner who came from behind and made it look unstoppable. Different weapons, nearly identical records. In the 2023 Budapest final, both had been at their best at the same moment, and Richardson won gold in 10.65 with Jackson 2nd in 10.72. The rivalry was built on moments like that. Their last 100-meter clash before Tokyo had been the 2023 Prefontaine Classic in Eugene. Jackson had won that race in 10.70 seconds. Richardson was 4th. Jackson had taken a series lead. Coming into Tokyo, their 100-meter head-to-head stood 4 wins for Jackson and 4 for Richardson. One race would tip the balance. Both athletes knew it. Between the Paris Olympics and Tokyo 2025, Richardson's world shifted. An injury in February 2025 disrupted her entire preparation before the season had even started. When she appeared at the Tokyo Golden Grand Prix in May, she ran 11.47 seconds with a headwind. The defending world champion was nearly half a second off her best. At the Prefontaine Classic in July, she finished last in her heat, not second to last. last. The woman who had won the world title in Budapest walked off the track in last place. By September, her season best stood at 11.05 seconds, a number that ranked her 56th fastest in the world. She received an automatic bye into the championships because of her 2023 world title, sparing her the US trials rounds. She came to Japan with one goal: find herself again on the biggest stage. Before the Prefontaine Classic, she had said, "I know that I will produce what it is that I want." The athletics world waited to see if that was still true. The women's 100-meter heats ran on September 13, 2025. This was an early round. No medals, no final spots guaranteed without survival. But in Heat 3, the stakes felt different. Richardson and Jackson were in the same race. On paper, it was lopsided. Jackson had run 10.88 seconds that season. Richardson's best was 11.05. The gap between them should have been visible. Jackson confirmed that in the opening moments of the race. She erupted from lane 5 and moved to the lead. Richardson, true to the pattern that has defined her entire career, started slowly. The commentator's call landed. Shericka Jackson with a very nice start. Sha'Carri Richardson has some work to do. She had work to do. She did it. Richardson's weapon has never been her start. It has always been her top-end speed, the ability to accelerate when other athletes are already at maximum. In the closing meters of Heat 3, that engine switched on. She came through the field, past Jackson, and crossed the finish line first. The board flashed. Richardson 11.03, Jackson 11.4, 0.01 seconds, a gap the width of nothing. That 11.03 was a season best, 0.02 quicker than anything she had run all year. It was not the 10.65 of Budapest. It was not the dominant Richardson, but it was enough. It was Richardson's first 100-meter win over Jackson in 2 years, and it leveled their series at 5 wins each. The semifinal on September 14 matched Richardson and Jackson in the same heat again. This time, the result was different. Richardson stumbled immediately out of the blocks, an error that tipped nearby athletes into false movement. Officials issued a green card, no disqualification, and reset the race. At the second start, Richardson's stumble through the transition phase left her near the back. She came through to finish third behind Jackson and Marie-Josie Ta-Lu Smith, qualifying for the final as one of the 2 fastest losers across all semis. In the final, Richardson's training partner Melissa Jefferson Wooden won in 10.61 seconds, a new championship record that broke Richardson's own mark of 10.65 from Budapest. Jackson finished 4th in 10.88. Richardson crossed 5th in 10.94, a season best but not the result she had chased through 9 months of a difficult year. After the final, Richardson posted on social media, "2025 owes me nothing, but I am thankful for what this year has revealed and allowing the tone to be set for the rest of my life. I am Sha'Carri Richardson, and there is so much more to come. Just wait and see." Sha'Carri Richardson came to Tokyo as a question mark. Injury had taken her season. The rankings had buried her. When Jackson blasted off the blocks ahead of her in Heat 3, it looked like more of the same.